This is the Simgot EM6L, and these can easily be a solid option for gaming IEMs on the market. But just before we get started, Simgot did send this out for me to review, but they don't get any input on this video, but their links will be in the description below. So these IEMs are equipped with a single dynamic quad BA setup featuring a resin housing, a braided cable, and a hard case, all included for $110 on Amazon. This makes it quite affordable for most people, but what grabbed my attention is the fact that Simgot is promoting this product as a gaming-oriented item. And as a gamer myself, I couldn't resist giving it a try. The EM6L themselves are constructed with a resin shell featuring a sleek and stylish black faceplate. They do have unique designs on both sides without any noticeable features about them. And to be honest, the shell has a relatively simple appearance and feel. Those who are seeking a more subtle and relaxed look might consider these a lot better. They are lightweight, which makes them suitable for extended listening sessions, and they are quite comfortable. I wore them in my ears for around 3 to 4 hours before experiencing any fatigue, which is typical for a good pair of IEMs. Before we discuss sound, let's go over the basics. The included silicone tips are basic but effective, and the provided cable is a QDC variant, so it has a protective shield over the 2-pin plug, which makes it incompatible with other 2-pin sets. However, it is possible to connect 2-pin cables to it, although I can't guarantee it. The cable is made of plastic and is of decent quality. Personally, I find the cable to be sturdy and well made, and it's not particularly soft or flexible, but it also does not retain its shape like a stiffer cable. Considering the price, I would gladly choose this cable over more expensive sets with inferior cables. The case it comes with might be a bit bulky for most people's pockets, but personally, I really appreciate it for storing my IEMs in a bag. They hold the IEMs perfectly, and it can also hold other items as well. But of course, you're here to know about the sound. The sound profile is a U-shape, so there is a significant amount of sub, bass, and treble, but the mid-range is quite muted. This can be a good choice for gamers because some prefer this kind of sound profile for gaming, while others prefer a flatter, more balanced tuning to enhance detail in games. Personally, I'm somewhat undecided as I appreciate both styles, but if I had to choose one, I would probably lean towards this style personally, but it really depends on the games you play. What they are though is fun and dynamic to use. If you appreciate the deep bass and lively high frequencies like I do, they should be right up your alley. The high end is present to enhance the details and provide that airy sound that can be desirable in competitive gaming, but it also works really well when listening to music. They may not excel in technical aspects such as layer and instrument separation, but if you're looking for a decent level of detail on a broader scale, these should satisfy you without any issues. The mids can get slightly overshadowed by the bass, which doesn't really contribute to the technical prowess. However, the tuning is generally quite smooth, which makes them excellent as an entry-level option for someone seeking a versatile pair at a pretty good price. The imaging, which is to say the perceived positions in a 3D space, is just alright. You are able to discern the direction of gunshots quite easily, as well as footsteps. It's not as if these act as a cheat code. You won't be able to detect sounds that won't typically hear with a quality pair of IEMs anyway. While they don't excel in imaging, they still do perform relatively well. That being said, I believe the soundstage actually has a significant role in this because they feel incredibly spacious. They do feel quite expansive and captivating, which is unusual for a close-back affordable IEM. They're not the best on the market, especially compared to more expensive sets, but the soundstage is highly immersive. It's wide and reaching, and in fact that aids in the positioning to a greater extent. After playing games with lots of loud sounds like explosions and gunshots, I could sense that the EM6L might be a bit tired for those who are not used to it. However, to be honest, this might be me being overly critical and trying to cater to a more beginner audience because the EM6L is far from being the harshest sound in the market. In fact, they are very smooth considering their U-shaped sound signature, which provides a good amount of energy. For those playing games like Valorant, it tends to be less of an overpowering sound because things are happening in a more regulated environment compared to something like Call of Duty Warzone. And I believe the EM6L with its U-shaped configuration is better suited for those intense games to the level of immersion it provides, which is not necessarily from a comfort perspective. Overall then, for around $110, the EM6L is one of the top IEMs for gaming. The price is pretty good, you receive a decent case and a cable, so there is a significant amount of value there. But anyways, what do you guys think? And I'll see you all in the next one.